please hit that subscribe button.
Hey everybody.
Better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody, so continuing along with my favorite series, looking at my favorite players by position from every NHL team, we have made it up to the Nashville Predators. So before I begin, I just ask that you please hit that subscribe button if you're new and give this video a thumbs up, because that really helps out the channel a lot and is very much appreciated. But let's get into it here, looking at my favorite Nashville Predators by position, creating a line of favorites, starting at left wing where we have Phillip Forsberg. Phillip Forsberg is such a good player. I really like him a lot. Obviously, last week we talked about when he was traded from Washington to Nashville for Martin Erat, when he was, before he was NHL ready, when he was still a prospect, and how that did not work out for Washington, but certainly has for the Nashville Predators. Phillip Forsberg has become their best offensive player, their best goal scorer, certainly. And is just a really good young player, and he's still only 25 years old or so. So he's obviously got a very bright future ahead of him as well with Nashville. I'm a huge fan of Forsberg. At center, we have Nick Benigno. Nick Benigno has been one of the best third-line centers in the NHL for years now. And it continues. He had a massive year this year with Nashville. While Nashville as a whole did not have a great year this year, Nick Benigno actually had one of his best seasons in the NHL this year with Nashville. Just really reliable, good two-way player, not a star player, not somebody who's going to rip a ton of points and put up all-star numbers or anything like that, but a really good third-line level center. And he's been that for a long time in this league. Huge fan of Nick Benigno. At right wing, we have Austin Watson. I love Austin Watson, love his style of play. For you guys who have been following this series, you know that he is exactly my kind of player. Big body, physical, not afraid to fight, throws hits every chance that he gets. Definitely the kind of guy that you need in your lineup in the playoffs. And I'm just a huge fan of Austin Watson. He plays the game the right way, and a very hard-working player, and just goes out there and gives it his all every night and does whatever it takes to help the team. Offensively, he can chip in as well. He didn't have a great offensive year this season, but he's a guy that can probably score 10 goals in a season, if he plays up to his potential. Offensively, 10 goals, 20, 25 points, something like that. So he can bring it, he can chip in and from a bottom six role as an offensive player as well. But his style of play and just the way that he plays the game is exactly my favorite kind. So huge fan of his. On defense, we have Roman Yossi, my favorite defenseman. This kid's, well, he's not really a kid anymore. This guy is just unbelievable. Norris Trophy level season this year. Not going to win the Norris because John Carlson is, but Yossi is my number 2 for the Norris for this season. Incredibly good year for him. On a team that did not have a good year in Nashville, Yossi was outstanding. Great two-way player. He can obviously bring a lot offensively. He can score, 60-plus points in a season, as he did this year. And he plays really well in his own zone as well. He's a legit number 1 defenseman who can shut down the team's top player and also add a lot of points offensively as well. So there's nothing not to like about Roman Yossi. Second defenseman is Ryan Ellis, Yossi's partner, another outstanding defenseman who I think is really underrated. Ryan Ellis would be a number 1 on a lot of teams in the NHL. He's not in Nashville because of Roman Yossi, but he and Yossi make up a fantastic top pair, and he's a very underrated player, I think Ryan Ellis is. He's a high-end defenseman in the NHL. It's very similar to Yossi, where he can score points and he plays very well defensively. He doesn't have, I don't think, exactly the level of offense that Roman Yossi does. He's probably going to be in the 40-50 point range, whereas Yossi can get up, 60-70 points. But similar style player where, very good two-way game and obviously excellent shutdown defense as well. So Big fan of Ryan Ellis. And then finally in goal, we have Peck Arena. Now, obviously, Pekka did not have a good season this year, but he's an absolute legend. He's probably the best player in Nashville Predators history. That's counting anybody who's played for Nashville. Weber is up there as well, obviously. Shea Weber was outstanding. But Peck Arena's been, Nashville's starting goaltender for over a decade. He's been one of the best goalies of the 2010s and just an incredibly, incredibly good goaltender for many, many years. Obviously, he's much older now, kind of, taking a little bit of a decline here, but that's expected. He's not going to be around that much longer. In the NHL, but what an absolute Predators legend in Peck Arena, and definitely my favorite goalie. So there's my favorites lineup for Nashville. Left wing, we have Phillip Forsberg. At center, Nick Benigno. At right wing, Austin Watson. On defense, Roman Yossi and Ryan Ellis. And in goal, the legend himself, Peck Arena. So that does it for this one, guys. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys very soon.